If you're only invested in stocks, this is the point where crypto becomes almost impossible to ignore. This is another one that seems to be in a wedge. But this is the Doge to Ethereum chart. Hold on.
So Doge is worth right now what? 23 cents, or to Ethereum, it's worth wow, it's 5 millionth. Is that a 5 millionth?
But at 24 cents, when Ethereum's over $4,000, right? It's over 4,000 right now. It's 43. Okay, so it's
Yeah,
at
it still
43,
hasn't crossed that's my only real concern, that it has to cross
the
its
all-time
all-time
high.
high soon in order to
Well,
act,
here
say,
is
well, to say the bull run is actually a bull run.
Ethereum typically does go after Bitcoin. I would imagine that some of the pullback that you saw in Bitcoin today, we're going to see that action in Ethereum because it has to, right? Ethereum has
Well, it's
or
gonna,
Bitcoin
yeah, it's
has
gonna
run up
butt
so
up
much.
against it. So I'm hoping within a week or so, or that's when we
43,
break
right?
out.
The all-time high was 40. It almost broke it. I mean, it's right there. Look at
Right,
that.
right.
When it does, I think that at some point it does have to come back and sort of test this median line to make sure that we can erase this one. You know what I mean? That this now becomes the bottom of the channel. If it stayed the way it was, it would break that in January. If it just stayed in just standard
Uh,
accumulation, it would have to break it in
yeah, it's
January.
probably breaking it sooner. I would
Oh, I
think.
can't see. I can't see how it doesn't break it this week. To be
Yeah,
honest,
a
I like
week or well, a week or two is possible because it can move down at a 45-degree roughly angle. What price is that if it goes down 45-degree angle off of
if it
that
comes
top?
if it comes down right now,
Well, 45 degrees, right? So what price is that?
36.86.
Okay, so if we see somewhere around 3,600, we really don't want it to go lower than that. That's the point.
But it's
So
also a moving target because the base price that we'd want to see it at the trend line moves up just over time,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it has to break the all-time high. I agree with you. It has to break the all-time high. We're due for some kind of low here in November before this thing takes off. And so the lowest that we would want to see it at would be at 36.86. Anything below that, and that's now we're revisiting old territory. When Ethereum hit its all-time high on May 21st, what was Doge back then? So look at that. Doge hit 74 cents on May 8th. Oh wow, look at that. Ethereum hit its, this is one of the great indicators that these things are so cyclical. Look at this. On May 8th, Ethereum sitting at, look at the buys that are in 3,900, and it went from 3,900 to 4,300. And I mean, that doesn't tell you that this money came out of Doge, or at least had partially to do with it. People had huge profits at 74 cents, sold a
Oh
bunch
yeah, I
out
mean, oh my God.
on
And
the
also
12th.
if you remember, it was all timed with Elon, right? Wasn't he doing like
Elon SNL. What date was that? May 8th.
yeah,
Look
we're
at
going
that.
down the rabbit hole.
He did say something on it. He called me, what did he say? I'm the Doge farmer.
And that was the peak of the Doge run because all right, there's no other catalyst for Doge because they don't
This
do
right
anything.
here, Elon Musk on SNL. A few days later, Doge
Straight down.
settles to 50% correction, and Ethereum pumped to 44.11. So now you look at the Doge ETH chart. Just look in May. This was
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, Doge's ratio to Ethereum hit an all-time high because it ran up so much. And then by the 12th, when Ethereum peaked, look what it went to.
Everyone who thinks Doge is going to forever, look, it can't cross $1 depending on when Ethereum goes to. But if you're
Right.
watching this chart and you see Doge go anywhere near those highs of that it did already, I would say that's a clear signal that you should not be in this.
You should
So
be selling it anytime,
I
sometime
don't
soon.
think you should even wait that long, but it's basically, I would pick a safe range where you should be out completely out of Doge because it's going to collapse.
I mean, it happens quickly. Look at this.
Yeah, look how tall the candles are. Like,
That is, it's 43%. That's actually,
yeah,
that's normal.
you don't have a lot of time. This is what I mean. So you have to
That's in
be
a day.
scaling out as it's going up to those highs. You have to be scaling out, and that's why it's important to look at these charts versus Doge versus ETH and all that.
But just look at this. When it ran up, though, it ran up 168%.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah,
So that is a massive green candle, right? So that's why you would risk your money in this. Is 168% return in like one day.
you see how much it's collapsed already. It's getting closer and closer to what it used to be against ETH.
Yeah, it's getting down to the point where it's almost. Well, it still has a lot to go, but it's almost
But
at the
the thing is,
trending the level of last year.
as
Yeah, the
Ethereum
values.
pumps, this will keep collapsing lower and lower. And honestly, it becomes a better and better buying opportunity as Ethereum is pumping further away from this guy, because then all the whales are looking at it. Oh, it's time to buy Doge, honestly, right?
It's so cheap.
Well, versus Ethereum. So they're going to take their Ethereum profits, dump it into Doge, even if it's 40 cents or 50 cents at that point. They're going to dump it into there because they're going to get that run of like 200%, right? 300%. Who knows what it is?
Well, this is how it's trending right now. It's trending down to this level here. What is it? 1/5 millionth.
against ETH. And right. And if ETH
Right,
keeps going
against
up,
in other words, Dogecoin can tank, can start to sell off and lower this, and Ethereum can pump, even with Doge at that level, to bring this ratio down. And this is the bottom of the channel. And where we're at now would be the bottom of this channel, and it would have to peak up a little bit. And
well, yeah,
you know,
well, what you drew is sort of correct. So it has to break out of that trending down, that resistance line on top, right?
yeah.
And I would say there's no hurry to buy Doge. I would say you should wait to see what Ethereum does and how low Doge gets in valuation. Remember, this is just trading I'm talking about, but if you just believe in Doge, buy Doge. Go ahead.
None of these cryptos have any value, and even Doge doesn't have any value now. But I'm sure you've heard about Elon working with the people at Doge to bring the overall energy consumption down and also to bring the fees down. Now he's invested in Doge, okay, and so he's working with the team on these two specific things. While also, you hear rumors of Teslas being able to one day mine Bitcoin. If at some point that world happens where these Teslas become autonomous Bitcoin mining machines connected to a network of Starlink all around the world, right? If those are the things that he's concerned with Bitcoin, the energy consumption and then the fees, they're just really high, right? This is something that would attract people to this coin in terms of bringing people in and getting the market cap up.
Yeah, no, it is
They're
possible.
They're catalysts for it because no other cryptocurrency would say that. It's not pushed by the richest guy in the world,
I just don't have, me personally, I have no faith in Doge at all, like zero. And I could be totally wrong. I admit it. I would rather put my money, literally, that's why I do have some Cardano, obviously, but if I look at the majority of my investment, it's like 90% Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's it. When I think of it as a true investment, like what can I truly invest in the crypto space? The answer is obvious. It's Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that was even obvious 4 years ago, by the way. It's more obvious now, but even 4 years ago, Bitcoin and Ethereum was the obvious answer.
That's what a penny stock is, to be perfectly honest. It's a penny stock, and all exchanges are going to have their version of that.
Yes. Point is that if I'm going to invest now that I've learned a little bit in a project, they have to have software that they're delivering. They have to have commits into GitHub, like real commits. So you can look at Cardano. Let's go back to Cardano. They have so many commits happening. Their wallet is improving constantly. I'm staking on it currently. Like they are doing so much. Smart contracts are out. They have NFTs right now coming out. They have so much that's happening. That's why I believe in Cardano. There's like actual people and a process behind it. Dogecoin is like, it's a meme.
Yes, there is no doubt that it's going to succeed. There's going to be a place for it, right? Because eventually cryptos will be as ubiquitous as stocks. They'll just be a whole market of them, right? And they'll have levels and different things, I'm sure. They'll, in the same way that there's different stocks, growth stocks, those high flyers, the super volatile ones, the dividend stocks, the value plays, that has to exist in markets if this network effect thing just happens, right?
At the end of the day, let's be straight up. I mean, I just want cash, okay? So, no, I don't want the Bitcoin. Fuck the Bitcoin. I mean, I don't care what any Bitcoiners say. I want the cash so I can buy other assets that I also like. I want to buy more stocks. I want to buy more dividend stocks. And I want to buy real assets like real estate. I don't just want to hold on to a bunch of Bitcoin in my wallet forever. I don't care about that.
Well, you're only holding it to lock in a future value that's going to be worth something to you in some sort of relative time frame. No one goes on the news and says Tesla shares are going to 200x in the next 50 years, and you're like, ugh. Like that's
right.
a certain point
50
where
50 years. Yeah, I'll be dead by then. I won't care. Oh God, this kid. This is so funny.
A mining rig, a hash miner on a Tesla. Okay. He's mining. This kid's mining crypto. Who is this kid? Biaheza.
Oh, Biaheza.
Biaheza with almost a million subs.
I know. Why are we making fun of him? He has 1 million subs. Jesus.
He's mining. Here he is.
However, they would probably void the warranty, and my dad would be pissed. Let's run up
all these games and this whole infotainment system. Teslas do have a GPU in it, which according to Motor so it doesn't seem like you can download anything on the Tesla operating system. However,
this is a rich brat. I don't know if I want to watch this.
This kid's 15 years old, driving trying to mine Bitcoin on his dad's Tesla.
Listen, that kid's living the life, and I'm jealous. I gotta admit it.
Slumdoge Millionaire. Shout out to Slumdoge Millionaire. He believes he's the first Dogecoin millionaire of 2021.
I'm sitting in this bed in the studio apartment, and I just became a millionaire. Right now.
This is Glauber Contesoto, aka
The Dogefather, Slumdoge Millionaire, Reservoir Doge.
no matter what you call him, his claim to fame is that he went all in on a meme-based cryptocurrency called Dogecoin. And in 69 days, he went from a struggling music producer to a millionaire. On paper, at least.
So yeah, this guy actually had at one point $2.8 million. And I believe it's an Andrei Jikh video.
We have here with us the Dogecoin millionaire, Pro the Doge, and I feel like I saw you like 5 days ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 4 or 5 days ago.
It was literally 4 or 5 days ago. When I saw you last in LA, you had about $1.2 million in your portfolio that you made in 69 days.
Yeah.
But now we gotta see it. We need an update.
I almost doubled my money.
$2,178,79,066.
Diamond hands, baby.
This
If you make $2 million on a meme coin,
Guys,
you
look
have
at
to
this.
sell half. You have to sell half of it. Even if you really believe. Take the million, take the win. Am I wrong? Take the win.
Listen, watching that video was so uncomfortable when I first saw it because I was just like, how do you not? You have to hit the sell button. Take $1 million right now.
I know,
change
like,
your life.
dude, Bitcoin ends up saving everybody at the end because it tends to go up, right? That means if it's an altcoin that's reasonably popular, like Dogecoin, I'm also expecting it's probably going to go up. He might not end up, meaning he might not end up worse. It won't go to zero, I don't think. But the problem is once you go from a $40,000 job, which he had, or 50,000, something like that, and you have $2 million, you've got to use your brain a little bit. I mean, you have to sell some of it. You can, how many things can you, like, my mind's about to blow up. Like, how many things can you do?
You're saying, okay, he could pay off all his debt, buy his mom a house, or pay off the current house, get a nice car. He could go to school if he's, I don't know how old he is, if he wants to.
500,000, put it into dividends. His salary, even if he took 1 million, by the way, his salary at 5%, his old salary, $1 million at 5% is 50,000 a year for forever. He got his whole salary. He still has half his position and he never has to work again.
Well, living at that level, yes. But he still
has $1 million in Dogecoin.
He has $1 million in Dogecoin and he'd still have 500,000 to
today
pay off a house or whatever other investments you want to do, or go buy a new one, right?
He only had a $50,000 job. Like, he could have literally replaced all that income, never working ever again in his whole life, while his other investments go up.
Still have $1 million in Doge.
That's what I'm saying. $1 million, and that can go up. And obviously he's doing TV and he's doing a bunch of stuff. So maybe he can still monetize that somehow and still make a good living.
This 33-year-old Dogecoin millionaire is now being paid in the meme-inspired currency and continues to buy the dip. So what has he done with the money? Glauber Contesoto took a big risk on Dogecoin, a meme-inspired cryptocurrency that began as a joke earlier this year. Between his savings and borrowed funds, Contesoto says that he invested over $250,000 in Dogecoin on February 5th when it was priced at about 4 cents. About 2 months later, on April 15th, he became a Dogecoin millionaire on paper. He has refused to sell despite Dogecoin's ups and downs. He plans to buy more of the digital coin and hodl for the long haul. He believes in Dogecoin so much that he now requests to be paid in it whenever he works with crypto brands on social media promotions. Contesoto will earn a total of $25,000 for an upcoming partnership between his YouTube channel and a blockchain project, Acria Network. He tells CNBC, make it. When finalizing the deal, the company asked if he'd prefer to be paid in US dollars or crypto. Of course, I said Dogecoin. So they literally paid me in Dogecoin. They gave me half up front and the other half when I deliver the video.
So well, this is cool. So he's monetizing his the fact that he's Dogecoin millionaire. And just like I said, if 50,000 was from dividends and 50,000 or 100,000, whatever is from grinding. And my point is he could have had that million sitting on the side and still that $1 million growing. So I don't understand where he thinks that there's this downside because he's still the Dogecoin millionaire.
But if you look, he's apparently making money. He earns a little bit of money from selling merch on his site, but his main focus is developing his social media presence. In 1 month, he's made $28,000 from social media ads and promotions, which primarily paid out in Dogecoin. That's about 6 months' salary at my old job. After covering all his bills, including rent, food, and other expenses, he plans to continue to invest as much as he can in Dogecoin. The experts warn against it. I'm all invested in Doge, he says. Doge is my savings account. As of 12 p.m. on Tuesday, his Dogecoin holdings are worth $900,000. So
this was in July, so I'm not sure what it is now, but it's probably over $1 million.
He had $2 million at 74.
Yeah, 2.8 million there, 2.8 million, I think, at the top.
July 6th, Doge. Yeah, look, we're actually, I mean, Doge is essentially at the same levels that it was back in July.
So he's around $1 million or 900,000, something like that.
He's around $1 million right now. I can't see it not breaking $1 if it hits 74 cents. Because if Bitcoin was at 60,000 and it hit 74 cents, let's just take those two ratios, and we're expecting Bitcoin at say 150, and then all coins run more. Say it's 120. Say it's even a double. That would put Dogecoin's peak at what, $1.45? No, yeah, $1.35.
Look, it's possible.
Double. And if it runs even more, if it does a triple, it puts it at $2.
Look, in crypto, anything is possible.
You know what I mean?
My point is, guys, if you make $2 million in crypto, take out 1 million.